morning, everybody, and welcome to today's edition of the Travel Insider here in Mexico News Network. My name is Sofia Rattinger, and joining me is financial analyst Elliot Bullman. Elliot, how are you?
I'm great. Hi, Sophie. How are you?
Thank you. Doing good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's edition. We have great news coming up here today, but before we start, remember to follow us on all our social networks, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and follow us on our website, www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, for relevant stories and news. Let's go to the information.
A few days ago, a press release informed the change in the head of the Tourism Board of Mexico. Rodolfo López Negrete is leaving the position to be replaced by Lourdes Berho, who will be officially starting on July the 1st.
The Tourism Board of Mexico is a majoritarian state-controlled company whose objective is the design and operation of tourism promotion strategies at a national and international level. The Federal Tourism Secretary, Enrique de la Madrid, who also acknowledged the contributions made by López Negrete to the public organization, made the announcement.
This is a significant event, knowing that the incoming Lourdes Berho has over 25 years of experience in upper management, tourism, marketing, and communication. She also has academic certificates in sustainable development, finances, and digital marketing. Her last position was a founder and general director in Alquimia in Business of Transformation, a company that specializes in smart business services, communication, strategy, and marketing at a global level.
That's a formidable resume. And besides all of this, she's also an entrepreneur, graduate from Anáhuac University with a career in touristic business administration, and has a bachelor's degree in business administration and publicity from Pepperdine University. Also between 1988 and 1990, she served as Director of Publicity for the Tourism Board in North America and was co-founder of the publicity mixed funds of Cancun, Los Cabos, Acapulco, Puerto Vallarta, and Mexico City.
Well, that sounds amazing, Elliot. And did you know that she also worked as a Vice President of Commercialization at Banamex City Group, as General Director in Condé Nast for Mexico and Latin America, and Publicitas Promotion Network, always with an emphasis on tourism and marketing.
I'm looking forward to seeing what creativity she'll bring to her new role as head of the Mexico's Tourism Board.
Oh yeah, maybe we're going to hear a lot of her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't think? The job she will be doing is very important because Mexico is one of the favorite destinations for tourists all over the world.
Absolutely, and let's reiterate the fact that in 2015, Mexico was one of the world's foremost tourism leaders. The year ended with approximately 32.1 million visitors from different destinations around the globe, which means that there was an increase of 9.4% compared to 2014.
And I'm sure that this year we will have even more visitors because Mexico is an amazing country with many things to offer. Proof of this is that the head of the tourism ministry emphasized that the market share of Mexico in airflow in the U.S. was 18% in 2015 and 22.6% in the first 3 months of 2016.
Let's remember that the United States is the most important tourism market for Mexico, and the major markets of U.S. tourism to Mexico are from Texas, California, Illinois, Georgia, New York, Florida, and Arizona. Airports from which 79% of Americans fly into the country.
And it is also important to mention that the main destinations of Americans in Mexico are Cancun and Riviera Maya, Mexico City, Los Cabos, Puerto Vallarta, and Guadalajara, with 87.5% in the U.S. residents' arrivals by air in Mexico.
Well, those are great places to visit in Mexico because they have a lot of diverse experiences for people to enjoy. I also read the other day that Mexico City was considered by the travel section of the New York Times as the #1 place to go in 2016 because, let's face it, this is a fascinating and dazzling metropolis that features countless restaurants, museums, shopping sites, art, music, architecture, technology, and so much more. I mean, what's not to love about this city?
I know, I love that amazing city. That's exactly why I'm telling you that Lourdes Berho will have a very important job to do, because right now Mexico is very well positioned thanks to the amazing job that her predecessor, Rodolfo López Negrete, has done.
Of course, he's the man responsible for Mexico's tourism growth, and now that he's retiring, he leaves with high praise as he steps down after years of great work.
Tourists associate a destination's success with its natural and cultural attributes and the quality of its hotels and restaurants, and locals attribute a booming tourism sector to the economy at large, a country's president, and maybe a minister of tourism.
But industry insiders as hoteliers, tour operators, airlines and travel agents know who is behind the scenes, pulling the levers and strings that make things happen. And in the case of Mexico, that person for the past 5 years has been the outgoing Rodolfo López Negrete.
López Negrete's tenure saw an unprecedented time of sustained growth in arrivals and spending during a period when Mexico faced a series of tourism sector challenges: the swine flu, Zika viruses, and drug cartel-related violence, as well as natural disasters like Hurricane Odile in Los Cabos.
Despite those challenges, arrivals to Mexico grew from 22.3 million in 2010 to 32.1 million in 2015, a 44% increase. And despite devaluations in the peso, the economic impact of Mexico's tourism industry grew by $6 billion during his term, exceeding $17 billion in 2015.
Those are amazing numbers, but the figures from the U.S. market were even more impressive. According to Mexico's Tourism Board, from 2010 to 2015, the growth of U.S. visitors to Mexico grew by 48.5%, and during the first 2 months of this year, they reported Mexico's U.S. market share was 23.6%.
Without a shadow of a doubt, he did a very impressive job, and he's consistently praised for ensuring continuity in the Mexico Tourism Board's efforts by having kept his post under 2 presidential administrations and 3 tourism secretaries, an almost unheard of feat in any country, especially in Mexico.
Although some members of the industry voiced concern about how any successor would be able to fill his shoes, most agreed that his work provided a solid foundation that would point the directions of Mexico's tourism brand for years to come.
Of course, and I'm sure that Lourdes Berho will do an equally outstanding job. It's a great position, and I'm sure she's really going to live up to everybody's expectations.
Yes. Well, this was all for today. Thank you for staying with us. My name is Sofia Rattinger, and
I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget to follow us on all our social networks, Facebook, Twitter and Google+, and on our website, mexiconewsnetwork.com. Until next time.